So, here we are. For those of you who've been following along with me, you know that the airplane is about ready to fly. You can kind of see here all the construction and paint's done. We've got all the seat done. We've got the wiring and the panel put into place. Had some help from my good friend Gunnar Block. We had to reroute some cabling back in the area around the gas tank in order to get these cables to route through the wings. So that's these guys here going up into the wing. Have discovered that these wings, says in the Belite documentation that the wings fold. The assumption is that you don't have to do anything and the wings will fold, but in order for the wings to fold completely back, you have to physically take off the flaperons, have to disconnect this cable, and then the wings will fold back. Now it's only about 30 minutes, maybe an hour to reconnect those. But boy, what a hassle, and what a disappointment because they won't fold. And if you leave these cables attached, you'll only get maybe 20 degrees of sweep. So Belite never mentions that, of course. So that's disappointing. I did the weight and balance on the airplane. To be legal as an ultralight, you're limited to 254 pounds. This airplane is coming in at 50 pounds overweight. When I ordered the kit with all the options to keep it as light as possible. So I've got the carbon fiber struts, I've got carbon fiber leading edge and main spar, I've got the punched aluminum ribs. Those normally would have been plywood. These tubes all would have been aluminum tubes. I followed all the specifications for building just per the plan, so it's all aluminum. Made no modifications to any of that. I've got the half VW engine. I've got the chromoly engine mount here. So that's, kind of a dependency. The engine, I haven't weighed this engine, but the VW engines come in at around 75 pounds. I used Oratex fabric and I painted it with latex. I did the math. A square foot of Oratex painted with latex comes in at 17 grams per square foot, and I've got 369 square feet of covered area. And I think that's a conservative number. And so that comes out to 13.8 pounds. So if I look at all the different factors that could lighten this up, I even went so far as to remove the brakes. Had brakes right down in here, and now the brakes are sitting on the table over there. That was 5 pounds of weight right there. So my question then is, can Belite, and this is much like the Kit Fox light, can Belite build or give and deliver to their customers a true legal Part 103 ultralight that weighs 254 pounds? I know they're doing construction now with foam and all that kind of stuff, which now upon retrospect, they're doing that because they could not build a legal ultralight. But they sold me a kit and said it's a legal ultralight. I think their caveat is that you can build it legal. Because they say you can take off the windscreen, you can take off the cowling, you can take out the seat. You can have this down to, basically nothing. It's going to be uncomfortable and impractical, but it could be legal. And it says when you're doing your weight and balance, you're supposed to put in everything that you need for flight. So I think there's a game going on there. I'm not happy with that, but I'm going to overcome that challenge and going to make it go. So the airplane was about ready to fly. We were down to the point of getting the engine up and running. Here it is here, half VW. So I was having a hard time starting it, checked all the electrical, got everything all set there. Got a video I'll post up of getting the engine started with my buddy John giving me a hand. So we had it running last night. We got it out there today, tied it down, got it all set to go. Struggled for a little bit to get it started, but we got it running. That was pretty good. Had it running for about 2 minutes, and it seized up. Look at this. The prop is locked. The engine is seized. So, November last year, I took my engine over to Mofoco, a air-cooled VW engine place here in Milwaukee, and requested that they crack the case, tear it down, inspect everything, and help me make sure that this used engine was in as good a shape as possible. So took an awfully long time, about 8 months to get to this, so I don't think it was a high on their priority list, but I got it. And after the engine seized, one of the guys that has a hangar just down from here came over and said, "That didn't sound good." And the good news is he has a lot of experience with these engines, and he says he's about 99% sure that a gasket right here on the oil pump was probably put in backwards. It can be swapped around 180 degrees out. Looking at it, it looks like he says it can go either way, but if you put it in backwards, it's going to block the oil flow. What I did is I pulled the lines here on the oil cooler, and these are dry as a bone. There's no oil flow in that engine. So I've got to now tear apart the engine. I'm going to have to see what all needs work. I fear for the worst, but hope for the best. And it's going to set me back for another couple of weeks or a month before I can get this thing flying. So, yes, I'm disappointed, but I'm not going to let this slow me down. I remain optimistic. I don't know, might even swap engines. The Hearth F23, was looking at that at AirVenture. It's a sweet engine. It's a very capable engine. It's what the guys at Belite use. Even though they say you can fly with Rotax and everything else, they fly with that one all the time. So just cost more. Got to drop another $7,000 to buy a Hearth engine. So I'm going to have to think it over. Not sure what to think, but there you have it. There's my status update. So today is September 25th. It's been coming up on 2 years for this project. I'm still pretty happy with it all in all. One day at a time. So keep watching. Thanks for following me on my build process on the blog. And please submit your comments. Thanks.